This is a presentation made by Jeremy Bagby about Robert Bob Nestle. That guy. That guy. That guy. Yes, that guy! And Bob Marley reached out to several generations through his adult contemporary music and classic video game titles on the Nintendo Entertainment System, such as the timeless and ever popular Bob Marley's Rumble in the Jungle. What? What? It's not a thing? How am I supposed to know? Nobody ever tells me I just come into these things blind. That's my bad. But in all seriousness, Bob Marley was a musical genius of our generation. And he was soon influencing Snoop Dogg to change his name to Snoop Lion and influencing President Barack Obama. But then it all started, of course, in the island of the Bahamas. Wait. That's Jamaica. And he soon was leaving his town of Trenchtown and coming in plane to impress some business people to become the latest and greatest hit. Tell me, have you heard any music from those Beatles boys?
Quite good, quite good.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I'm straight in from Jamaica.
He's perfect. But then, he soon became so popular, he soon had enough money to use it as his toilet paper for his cars, buy champagne fountains, and invest in more funny hats. But then, that's when everything changed. Bob Marley soon discovered that he had cancer. Toe cancer.
Okay, hold on. Wait a second.
Wait, what?
Wait.
What?
Toe cancer.
Yeah, toe cancer.
So, you're gonna make a joke about toe cancer?
Yeah.
And you think that'll be funny?
Maybe. Continue.
Anyway. Ooh, boy. Bob Marley. Robert Nesta Marley was born in Cadelia and Norval Marley, February 6, 1945. He spent his early life in the 9 Miles parish of St. Anne. When he was 5, his dad took him to live with him and his nephew, and so he could attend school somewhere better. 18 months after that, his mom found out that he wasn't actually going to school, but instead he was with an elderly couple, so she went to Kingston to bring him back to 9 Miles. A few years after that, Bob Marley went on to begin his music career, which started when he moved to Kingston in his early teens to a place called Trenchtown. Trenchtown got its name because it's built over a sewer trench. It was notorious for its tough environment and rampant poverty, so Bob had learned how to defend himself. The harsh environment, however, was juxtaposed by its culturally rich community, specifically music, which was one of the only escapes for kids who lived there. In the 60s, Trenchtown's music scene began to take shape, and they formed a new type of music called ska. And with this new type of music came more possibilities for the youth to gain stardom. Marley's mother didn't like that very much, so she sent him to pursue a career as a welder's apprentice. Shortly after he got the job, he got a little metal splinter in his eye, and he had to quit to pursue his music career. He went on to meet Jimmy Cliff and Desmond Decker, who were really big reggae guys at the time, and they met Leslie Kong, the guy who he cut his first few songs with. Sadly, these songs didn't really gain much of an audience. In '63, Marley, along with childhood friend Neville Livingston, attended vocal classes held by Joe Higgs, a singer who mentored local youth. Higgs introduced Marley and Livingston to Peter Bunny Tosh, and from there the Wailers were born, or the Wailing Wailers. They went on to be called the Wailers. The three were introduced to Clement Sir Coxswain Dodd, founder of Studio One, which is a Jamaican record label. And under this label, the Wailers recorded such inspirational songs as Simmer Down, which was a song aimed at trying to reduce violence in the Trenchtown area, because then it was rampant. In '66, Marley moved to Delaware with his mom and wife Rita Anderson. There, Marley worked as a Duport lab assistant and on the Chrysler assembly line, but he worked under the alias Donald Marley. A few months later, Marley moved back to Jamaica and established the Wailin' Soul label / record shop. But it was closed down soon after because of a lot of poverty. A lot of poverty happened. A lot of places had to close down. In '71, Marley went to Sweden to collab with Johnny Nash on a movie soundtrack. While he was there, he secured a contract with CBS Records, and the Wailers were soon in London promoting their single Reggae on Broadway. But CBS didn't have much faith in the project, so soon after that, they dropped him. They dropped him from the label. After being dropped by CBS Records, however, Bob had a chance meeting with Chris Blackwell, who was the head of the Islands Records London office. Blackwell, who had signed Jimmy Cliff, another big reggae guy, was super excited to fill the hole that Cliff left when he moved from the label. So he advanced him £4,000, and from then on, Bob Marley and the Wailers went on to enjoy great success. Towards the end of 1976, Marley was regarded as a global reggae ambassador. In the face of growing tensions between two separate political parties in Jamaica, Bob agreed to headline a free concert. 2 days before the concert, gunmen opened fire on the house where Bob and the Wailers were rehearsing. No one was killed in the shooting, but several people were wounded, and Bob still went on to perform. Due to Marley's success, Rastafarian beliefs were also widely popularized around the world. Like, ridiculously popularized. And then the tragedy struck. 1977, Marley played his last show, which was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 2 days prior to that show, he learned that the cancer that had taken root in his big toe had metastasized and spread through his body. Marley fought off the disease for 8 months, even traveling to Germany for treatment. At the beginning of 1981, he went to travel back to Jamaica, but he didn't make it and succumbed to hip cancer in a Miami hospital on May 11th, 1981. By the way, metastasize means to spread. In April 1981, Marley was awarded Jamaica's third highest honor, the Order of Merit, for his outstanding contribution to his country's culture. 10 days after his death, Marley was given a state funeral as the Honorable Robert Nesta Marley OM by the Jamaican government. His funeral was attended by Prime Minister Edward Sega and opposition party leader Michael Manley. Marley was buried in his hometown of 9 Miles. After his death, Bob Marley's influence has gone on to inspire a holiday in Thailand and a statue unveiled at a rock festival in Serbia. When the British colony of Rhodesia was liberated and renamed Zimbabwe, the first words spoken in the new country were, "Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Marley and the Wailers." Less than admirable, Marley and his music have become unofficial role models of marijuana use. Like when you walk into your living room and you see little brothers sparking up weed because he was hanging out with Billy from down the street.
I think you have a solid project here.
Thank you.
No! We're gonna do it my way and that's final!
You don't think you killed him?
You're the best
thought it would be funny.
I think you have a solid.
No. Do it again. Do it again. Action.
I think you have a solid project.
No, wait a sec. Look at him for like 3 seconds. Okay, well, we're recording, so action.
I forgot what I was supposed to
Action.
say. You have a solid.
God damn it, Plumber.
Okay, I heard.
Seductive. Hold on.
Okay, wait. Say action. Action.
Action.
We'll be all the white girls.
Action.
Emma, Christian from Jamaica.
You looked at the camera. Action.
What am I doing here?
No. Yes, but that makes it good.
Okay.
Go.
Emma, Christian from Jamaica.
That's good. That's good. Dance for me.